Leo, you fucked up. Welcome to being a person. You know, like welcome to being human. The problem with fucking up, two different problems, right? The problem with fucking up is first knowing it, like realizing it, because sometimes it's not always a point of pride. It's just, you know, you didn't know that you were wrong, right? Or that you were doing anything wrong. And this isn't to say that you did anything horrible, but this is to say that right now, as we get enlightened, with all these planets in Aquarius, there's something it's like you're realizing, oh shit. Oh shit. That was on me. Okay. So that's the hardest part, right? Realizing it's there. And all of a sudden it's like this Aquarian energy is like, bam, you're going to realize something right in front of you, right in your face, that you didn't understand before. And it's going to be like really clear. And it's just like, oh shit. Okay. Okay. So another more kind of insidious difficulty with fucking up. And I'm not trying to rub it in. We're going to, believe me, this is going somewhere. Another more insidious difficulty with messing up is after you realized it, finding a way to get out of that area of self-loathing, self-hatred, guilt, shame, that can keep you stuck and keep you from doing something with this new information. Because the idea of realizing that you messed up on something is to learn how to not do it again and to make things better. And then sometimes we're afraid, oh my God, if I'm, especially dealing with other people, are they going to like bitch at me and moan at me and scream at me and yell? Maybe I don't want to deal with that. It's really not about that. It really has a lot more to do with you seeing a way through, and knowing it's the right way to go, and believing in that, and following your heart, and not letting your pride get in the way of where your heart tells you have to go, even though you stumbled, even though you messed up, even though those rocks that fell back there, that might have been you. Okay? Okay? But ultimately, it's really interesting because the path that we pave isn't just for ourselves, it's for everybody. Anybody who wants to follow. And those rocks or those complications, those rocks may be something that God put there for somebody else to be challenged, somebody else's obstacle. So it's just about, it's not even about, do I go back and make up for it? It's how do I forgive myself and keep moving forward? Because I still want what I want. I still desire what I desire. Say what you desire is a reconciliation with a family member, right? And you just realize, oh, I really dropped the ball on something. I really dropped the ball on being there for them, or doing something that's good for them, or even just picking up the phone and calling. I really dropped the ball. This is just a metaphor, man. I'm not trying to say this is what you do. This is just a metaphor. Follow the metaphor. Tomorrow's another day. You can still make that phone call. That you still make that phone call. You still move forward. You know, and if they grumble, oh, about time you called, you can immediately say, I know. I fucked up. I dropped the ball, man. I was thinking about you though. That's why I'm calling now. How you doing? And then easily, they'll start talking about themselves. Everybody always loves to talk about themselves. So, you know, if like you don't want them to bitch and moan about you, just ask them about themselves. Everybody loves talking about themselves. You know, it's true. It's true. But really what I want you to focus on is right now you have a purpose, and it is a divine purpose. It was divinely assigned. And if anybody understands their divine purpose, it's Leo. They really don't have any qualms. Leo's, it's a blessing. You know, your energy is really a blessing because the world to you is a lot more clear than it is to other people. And that's a gift, man. Take it. Yay. You know, use it. Use it. Everybody has gifts, and your gift is clarity of purpose. You know, you listen to your heart. But you're also human. And so things like guilt and shame can get in the way, especially when you feel like you've dropped the ball or you realize, oh, I did drop the ball. Okay, so how do I push through it? How do I move through that? Because you're meant to move through that. Along the way, most of the obstacles that Leos will discover are obstacles they put in their own way. Obstacles with their own ego, obstacles with their own selves, obstacles with their own self-perception or image. Those are the obstacles. Why? Because it's like, you know, it's like your greatest feature, your best feature, your confidence, your courage is also like, it also has a shadow side, you know, which can be overconfidence and arrogance, impulsivity. All of those things can be attached. Everything has a shadow. It's a 3D world. Anything 3-dimension has a shadow, including character traits. And so if you can accept that you're going to walk into this room imperfectly beautiful, you're going to be okay. And you're going to be able to hold your head up high. And more importantly, you're going to be able to continue to achieve your goals. The obstacle is being able to welcome in that lesson. Okay. So where am I getting all this from? Well, number one, there was definitely some shit that happened. All these cards came out in the Cancerian reading. Detox. Let yourself detox. Like, just let it go. Something unhealthy here. And, you know, this came up double whammy. A big burden and a big obstacle is your health. Could be something to do with health. Or health of you, health of somebody else. Health of your business, health of your image. Right? That could really impact you negatively. But ultimately, what it's like is, do I define myself by my mistakes or by my purpose? Do I do it for the camera pose? Or do I do the camera pose for it? It's like, it's easy. That's a caveat of being Leo, right? It's easy to get caught up in the PR. And forget that the reason for all the attention is to bring attention to your purpose. And maybe, just maybe, things got shifted a little bit. Because you get so driven to drum up attention, it becomes more about the attention than it does about the purpose. Now it's about, I got to get back to my purpose. My purpose is why I wanted the attention. It's not the attention. The attention had a purpose. And the only way that you're going to be able to shift people's focus back to that, because you have such a dominating character, that it's very easy to attract all this attention and be getting all this shallow attention, which is really not what you want. You know, you're driven. You have a reason behind everything you do. This matters to you, whether it's your family or your job or your romance. This is your purpose. It matters to you. And now everybody's distracted. Talking about this, talking about that, talking about the last photo shoot, whatever it is. And that's really like, fuck. I don't want that. That wasn't the reason I did this. That was supposed to be serving my purpose, not becoming my purpose. And how do you reshift that back? How do you reshift that back? Answers in the extended below. No, I'm just kidding. There's always an extended video. Always. Always. Where I use tarot to articulate the challenges, the blockages, and then the way through. And that it's a 2-for-1 reading because it also includes your romance reading for the week too. But no, I'm going to keep going on the message. Don't worry about it. I'm not like that, man. 1995. No, just kidding. It's not going to, that's not how it is. So funny. Follow my humor. It's not, it's just to like lighten the mood a little bit. You know, how do you do it? Well, you're the one guiding everything. You're the one people are focusing on. You're the one paying attention. This formidable guy right here, this Goliath, you built him. You created him. If you created him, you can disassemble him. You want to shift people's attention back to your purpose? All you have to do, because you got the attention, you got to realize you still got the attention. So now all you got to do is just shift your attention back to the purpose. Hype up the purpose. Hype up your reason. Go ahead and make that phone call. You know those oh shit moments of like, fuck, I told my girl I'd call her. Didn't. A day goes by, 2 days go by. She's probably bawling and crying and suffering or throwing shit. She's an Aries, she's throwing shit. I'm not fucking calling. You can call me. But really she's sad inside. The more days you let go by, because the truth is you do want to make that call. And the truth is that that purpose is what's important to you. That relationship is what's important. Even if it's a family relationship. Oh, shit. Was my mother's birthday a week ago? I was all caught up in what I was doing. It doesn't matter. The moment you make the realization that you missed something or you messed up is the moment you make it better. No. You do have to take some action on it, don't you? You're a fire sign. You're always looking forward. You can't go back. You just can't. But what you can do is finish it up. Do what you got to do. It's almost like a task left undone. So you can't undo anything extra that's built up because you didn't do it when you were supposed to do it. But now you can go and do it and take care of all the stuff that built up in the process. But that's not a bad thing. Sometimes it's a humbling thing. It'll help to refocus you. Take a breath and change of scenery, detox. There's been too much, I call it kerfuffle, but you could also use the term bullshit. There's been too much bullshit around you. Too much, like there's toxicity. Also, I talk about health. Could be actual toxicity. Things that we start doing to ourselves to escape those uncomfortable situations. So it could be actual toxicity, or it's just mental toxicity. It's stuff that's built up inside of us. You know how we just like, every day that goes by, we want to make the call, but we don't make the call because we know every day that goes by, it gets worse and worse and worse. So just building up inside of us. The only way to make it go away is do it. Stick with it. Don't give up. You don't have to be perfect all the goddamn time. And if people expect you to, honestly, I'll say this to you right now. If people expect you to be perfect, Leo, it's just because you led them to believe that's what you were. They will follow you. If all of a sudden you turn around the next day and you show up without your makeup and without your hair done, they're going to be like, whoa. They'll see you the way that you want to be seen. They'll see you beautiful without all that stuff too. So you can start the shift of mind right now, and don't be scared to say I'm sorry and keep going. A stumble does not mean a stop. I mean, you stop while you're on the ground, but you could get back up again. Check this out, because this was the first card that came out. Prosperity and freedom. This talks about, really the card says money is coming in. That helps to liberate you from some sort of burden or obligation so that you are able to be untied or untethered. So that brings a whole new twist to the reading, right? It does. Where are you being called to journey to? It's almost like all of a sudden you have the ability, because this is air sign too. It may not be money. The resource may be acknowledgement, may be enlightenment. Realizing all of a sudden And that's what cleared out any kind of confusion. You were wondering what went wrong, what went wrong, what went wrong. Oh, they thought I didn't care because. Tune into the portal of your heart. What? Look at all this. It's what I've been saying the whole time. What are you being called to do? What does your heart really want? What really matters? In the midst of all the distractions, just say yes. Just do it. Go ahead. like don't hold back. Don't question yourself. In other words, it's okay to do it now. Even though you feel maybe you feel like you fucked up because you just realized it. So what? Do it when you realize it. Don't do it. You can't do it any other time. You can't do it until you realize it. Council of light, divine orchestration, helpers in subtle realms. You're not alone. Pray. Basically, that's what this card is saying. You know, there are people that have gone before you that are now around you, helping to guide you through spirituality, lessons, philosophies they've left behind. This awakening could come from a realization as you're reading a book, as you're reading a Bible, as you're reading Taoism, as you're reading whatever you're reading. It's almost like finally coming to a self-actualization that gives you the courage and gives you the strength. See, the answers you need are coming. Meditate and contemplate. It's like the answers you need are coming through prayer, through a devotional practice, through a humbling, an abandonment of self to get to your source self. Instead of the self that we create in the world, which, you know, you guys tend to be extremely good at. But it's not about the self that we create in the world. The purpose, like I said before, the purpose of the self that you create in the world, the purpose of your image is to attract people to your message. So it's about keeping those in fine-tuned balance. And so the answers you need and the peace and the calm and the break that you need from the image you created is to get back to the root of the faith. Bring love into the situation. Don't let your whole past, don't let your past hold you back. Even if it's ugly, even if it's trippy, it's yours. And you're allowed to have imperfections. Your commitment is being tested. How much do you really want this? How much does it mean to you? If it means enough to you, you will face your shadow for it. You can admit you were wrong to yourself. Because this isn't about getting tomatoes thrown at you. And even if it is, that's not the important part. Once you get to this self-actualization, once you realize and go through all the kind of trauma inside about fuck, what I do, once you find a way to love yourself again and accept your imperfections, any tomatoes thrown at you, it's just, and if all those criticisms that are coming out of you, the tomatoes, right? They're a metaphor for criticisms. I hope nobody's actually throwing shit at you. All those criticisms that may be coming in right now, ultimately, if they're bothering you, like gauge how you're reacting to them, Leo. If they're bothering you, it's because somehow, it's not because you care about what people say about you. It's because you care about the fact that maybe you agree with them. And that's what's really getting to you. And if you agree with them, then go back. Rethink shit. Look, where did I fall off my purpose? If you like this video so far, please like it and then share it to your social media platforms and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to ring that bell and click all notifications. Every single Friday is when I release new Leo specific content. But you're not just your sun sign, you're your rising sign, you're your moon sign. So check those out too. Check out all the zodiac signs. I create at least 12 new videos every single week for YouTube. So all the content is here. There's a shit ton of messages here for you or for you to get a peek into another zodiac sign. It's up to you. There's always an extended video, always. And that offers 2 videos in one, the extended tarot card reading and the romance specific reading every single week. So if you think I don't do romance specific readings, that's not true. I do one every single week for every single zodiac sign. They're just on my other platform. And then last but not least, join me on Instagram, because every single weekday, Monday through Friday, I go live. And I share just the sort of like morning motivation. I do a daily tarot card reading for general, for everybody. And then we can talk and interact. You can find me at born_without_boundaries. Let's get into the rest of your reading, which is your animal totem. So this is how basically Spirit is trying to get through to you. The messengers he's sending and the major messages Spirit's trying to get through right now. What? Word? Uh-oh. Yeah, there's some sort of collaboration that didn't really work out. People talking shit. Somebody's talking shit about what you didn't do, what you didn't do for them, how you didn't hold up your end of the bargain. Somebody's talking shit, and it could be very well somebody that you're close to, that you thought had your back, or you thought was on your side, or just criticism for how you constructed things. Maybe even criticism for who you hang out with or how you do stuff. Right? But it's personal. And that's what you need to understand, that this is actually just personal. This person is personally upset with you. That's why they're talking this shit. That's why they're trying to deconstruct all of you, because they're angry about how you hurt them. And bring your ideas to life. It's fucking you up. You almost experience a clog right now. A clog of creativity. Maybe a blockage. Hold on. I gotta clarify that card. Let's see what's over here. It's distracting me. Trust in the great mystery. This is, you just dove in. Whether you were over your head or not, you didn't even think about it. But you didn't set healthy boundaries first. You were all kinds of out there, let too many people in, or you made your walls too thick so that they blocked out all your sunlight. Either way, the boundaries that you set became unhealthy for you. They became burdensome for you. Instead of things that basically were designed to help protect you, give with gratitude. You gave too much. You gave too much away. You gave it all. You just let it all out. You just let it all out. You let everybody have a piece of you. Turkeys don't like Thanksgiving. They're invited to dinner, but they don't get to enjoy it. Sing your own song. You were praising yourself. Maybe there was too much boasting. High on the hog. Very confident, right? Very confident as you threw your whole self out there, never realizing that you were actually sticking your neck out for the guillotine. Know your worth. And I don't doubt this. I don't doubt this. But I do think that this was part of the overconfidence. The diving in over your head without really understanding everything that you were getting into. And Spirit has a plan. But you were convinced, and in some ways you were right. Absolutely. I'm not going to say you were totally wrong. I don't think, you may not have been wrong at all in terms of your purpose. As long as it continued to be about Spirit's plan. But now there's something here. Bring your ideas to life. What's going on over here? In reverse. Nothing worked out the way that you thought it was going to. That's what it is. You had these big plans, but it's just not going the way that you wanted it to. Well, which way did you want it to go? You can still steer this ship the other way. And maybe you're looking at it the wrong way, right? That's kind of what this Aquarius energy is teaching us. Look at things from a different perspective. Maybe you just think that it's not perfect because you only saw the ideal in your head. This is Piscean energy. Patience. Wait. Watch and wait. It may not be as bad as you think it is. But at least do this with an open mind and non-judgmentalness, including for yourself. But also a sense of like, oh, I think that's what it is. It's like almost like somebody paused too long. They took too much time doing something. And so the momentum got squashed. And that's what you're feeling, this lack of momentum, lack of excitement around it. Because somebody didn't act on something right away. So it's not that there's still not potential. It's just there's not a buzz anymore. And maybe you really like that buzz. Let's get the angel reading. Wow, lots of messages for you guys. First thing that came out actually flipped over. First, you have anxiety. We surround you with the healing light of amethyst. Take a deep breath and breathe in this beautiful violet light. Feel your anxiety melting away. There is nothing to fear. There is only love. Okay? So it's just sometimes we expect too much momentum. We want the buzz. That's another thing that I'm talking about, right? Same thing. It's like we want that buzz, but we're mistaking the buzz for the intent behind it. And so what if people aren't paying as much attention? Does it still matter to you? Okay, then keep going. Kindness, a kind gesture rekindles your belief in the power of love. Remember to be kind to yourself. Sacred source, we, your angels, are here to remind you of your magnificence. You are literally an angel in the making. But it's not about ego magnificence. It's about magnificence of purpose. A being of eternal love and light, forever one with God, Goddess, and all creation. So you still have your assignment from God. That hasn't changed. It doesn't matter how the social perception has changed. Your assignment with God, your contract with God is still the same. Fear. I, Archangel Michael, am here to help you through the present time. I love you. I protect you and keep you safe. Trust that all is well. Accept my love and allow it to dissolve your fear. I'm here. I'm still here. I'm still listening. Spirit is still upright. Your purpose is still intact. It doesn't even matter if your reputation isn't. Courage. You have what it takes. Just do it. We, your angels, are here to support you. Let's go over to tarot. See what these blocks are and see what the romance reading is. I will see you guys in the extended. Link is below.